To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. I'm so clever that sometimes I don't understand a single word of what I am saying. It is what you read when you don't have to that determines what you will be when you can't help it. Hear no evil, speak no evil, and you won't be invited to cocktail parties. I've never put off till tomorrow what I can possibly do the day after. A little sincerity is a dangerous thing, and a great deal of it is absolutely fatal. The mystery of love is greater than the mystery of death. A man can be happy with any woman as long as he does not love her. I knew nothing but shadow, and I thought them to be real. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Always forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them so much. The truth is rarely pure and never simple. You can never be overdressed or overeducated. Never lose anyone who treats you like you are ordinary. Most people are other people. Their thoughts are someone else's opinions. Their lives a mimicry. Their passions a quotation. A good friend will always stab you in the front. Women are meant to be loved, not to be understood. Anyone who lives within their means suffers from a lack of imagination. Every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. Experience is merely the name men gave to their mistakes. A thing is not necessarily true because a man dies for it. Hearts are made to be broken. You don't love someone for their looks, or their clothes, or for their fancy car, but because they sing a song only you can hear. Those who find ugly meanings in beautiful things are corrupt without being charming. This is a fault. Those who find beautiful meanings in beautiful things are the cultivated. But these, there is hope. They are the elect to whom beautiful things mean only beauty. There is no such thing as a moral or an immoral book. Books are well written or badly written. That is all. Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask and he will tell you the truth. I think God, in creating man, somewhat overestimated his ability. With freedom, flowers, books, and the moon, who could not be perfectly happy? Nowadays, people know the price of everything and the value of nothing. I don't want to be at the mercy of my emotions. I want to use them, to enjoy them, and to dominate them. Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing that is worth knowing can be taught. I can resist anything except temptation. A cynic man is a man who knows the price of everything and the value of nothing. The only way to get rid of temptation is to yield to it. Behind every exquisite thing that existed there was something tragic. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. It is absurd to divide people into good and bad. People are either charming or tedious. Quotation is a serviceable substitute for wit. I have the simplest tastes. I'm always satisfied with the best. Selfishness is not living as one wishes to live. It is asking others to live as one wishes to live. When one is in love, one always begins by deceiving oneself, and one always ends by deceiving others. That is what the worlds call a romance. We are each our own devil, and we make this world our hell. Anybody can sympathize with the sufferings of a friend, but it requires a very fine nature to sympathize with a friend's success. A man's face is his autobiography. A woman's face is his work of fiction. Whenever people agree with me, I always feel I must be wrong. After a good dinner, one can forgive anybody, even one's own relations. Morality is simply the attitude we adopt towards people we personally dislike. Some things are more precious because they don't last long. We live in an age when unnecessary things are only necessities. Live the wonderful life that is in you. Let nothing be lost upon you. Be always searching for new sensations. Be afraid of nothing. There are only two kinds of people who are really fascinating. People who know absolutely everything, and people who know absolutely nothing. Every portrait that is painted with feeling is a portrait of the artist, not of the sitter. There are moments when one has to choose between living one's own life fully, entirely, completely, or dragging out some false, shallow, degrading existence that the world in its hypocrisy demands. An idea that is not dangerous is unworthy of being called an idea at all. If I am occasionally a little overdressed, I make up for it by being always immensely overeducated. Keep love in your heart. A life without it is like a sunless garden when the flowers are dead. The consciousness of loving and being loved brings a warmth and a richness to life that nothing else can bring. The most terrible thing about it is not that it breaks one's heart. Hearts are made to be broken, but that it turns one heart to stone. I like persons better than principles. I like persons with no principles better than anything else in the world. Disobedience in the eyes of anyone who has read history is man's original virtue. It is through disobedience that progress has been made, through disobedience and through rebellion. Life is never fair, and perhaps it is a good thing for most of us that it is not. The aim of life is self-development, to realize one's nature perfectly. That is what each of us is here for.